In Manchester with like 4 or 5 DJs, you know, we're all mates, we all used to hang out together and we'd all take it in turns on the decks. I've no idea why I got the acclaim that I did and the others, you know, didn't. I can't put my finger on why. When it first started happening, after you wrote that awful article about me, it completely freaked me out, you know, to be honest, and I hated it. I really went into my shell, but I've been through it for 10 years now.
What's so special about the way you play records?
You know, I've always had my own sound right from the very beginning, but it's always evolved. It's not like I could say the music I play now has any bearing on what I was doing at Shelley's or what I was doing in Blackburn, you know.
You see, I'd say there is a link in that the music might sound completely different, but the feel of it.
The way I put it together is definitely
You can hear a record and go, that's a Sasha kind of record. Do you know what I mean?
And definitely, I mean, when you listen to the Renaissance album, there's definitely much more of a link now, you know, because I think the whole sound that I play now is whatever you want to call it, progressive sound or whatever. It all comes from Guerrilla Records. When you first labelled it as progressive. That label is stuck, and it's kind of the music that I play has definitely evolved from. I mean, I can still pull out things like Little Bullet and stuff on Guerrilla and mix it in with what I'm doing. And all right, the BPMs are a lot slower back then, but sound-wise, that label pretty much set the precedent. Guerrilla Records was a label formed by Willie Morbett and Dick O'Dell, and it basically it brought this sound to England that was just a mix of kind of, how was it? It was kind of like breakbeat house with kind of hard sounds, but melodies and everything that kind of musically I was just absolutely into, and there weren't enough of these records around, and you were constantly hearing the odd record, and then suddenly this label appeared, and it was pretty much guaranteed. When I got a Guerrilla record through the post, it was like I'd be salivating to get it on the deck, because it was you knew it was like one after another they delivered absolutely wonderful records for a period of about a year and a half, 2 years. Yeah.
What's interesting is William Morbett kind of took that feel onto his production on the last Madonna.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, his sound is all
like Ray of Light.
Yeah. He was totally influential in creating the sound that I now, you know, love to play.
How do you keep your sanity together when you're bouncing around the world?
Lost it a couple of times, you know. It's difficult when especially because I'm constantly being offered all this fantastic stuff. It's so difficult to turn things down. That's half of the problem of actually keeping your career going, is knowing what to turn down and when to actually take a break. And it's just like, so you end up just constantly working, and especially if you're sort of going out and, you know, going to after parties and partying as well, just end up wearing yourself into the ground, especially if you're working in the studio during the week. It can become, you know, the wear and tear on your body and on your head is fairly severe. But now I've moved out of London, I've kind of got a bit more headspace now, and I've kind of taken myself out of the equation. I don't really have the temptation.
Describe what happens when you arrive at a new city and you're due to DJ.
It ranges from, you know, you sort of arrive on the plane. It ranges from the promoter not turning up at the airport to meet you and you thinking, oh my God, I'm in a completely different time zone. It's Saturday, I can't even speak to anyone back in England. I haven't got an address for the hotel. I've only got a flyer for the club or whatever, and going straight to the club and it being that disorganised to I mean, when I went to Durban, there's like a police escort, and it's like they're moving traffic out of the way, and ahead I felt like the Queen, you know, and like they're stopping traffic, and we're going through these cars with sirens and everything. So there's like, they're the two ends of the spectrum, but usually it's somewhere in the middle, you know. You just get picked up by the promoter, taken out for dinner, kind of schmooze with the locals and stuff, and then, you know, go to the gig. And if it's somewhere new, usually people are really excited that you're there as well. So, and it's really great, you know. It's like people come up and say, you know, the most sincere and wonderful things to you. You know, mate, it's like, you know, I haven't even played a record yet, and already I've got like, you know, 20, 30 people around me that I'm talking to. It's just like, it's incredible.